Hi, this is John Ondo from Marketing Media and Cupcakes. And before we get into today's episode, I just want to say thank you so much for listening. We're back after being gone for over 4.5 years. And I hope you get a chance to listen to episode 77, where we explain why we were gone for so long and that we're back for at least 3 more episodes. Angel and I are big supporters of entrepreneurship, and we love small businesses and faith-based businesses. And we just want to encourage you through our podcast each week. What's going to determine if we continue with more episodes will be the response. Subscribe to us on your platform. Send us an email at john@ondomedia.com. That would help us know you're listening and you want more episodes. So thank you so much, and let's get into today's episode.
This is the small business podcast that is sweeter than all the rest. Marketing, media, and cupcakes.
Hello, I'm John Ondo. I'm a filmmaker, and I have my own small production company, and Angel is my wife. Hello, you're beautiful. I didn't say that in the normal order I normally do.
I like it. It was kind of a curveball. Hi there.
Hi there. She's a pro at customer service. She's an expert at that, as well as she is a super pro at baking cupcakes and other custom cakes. So she has her own custom cupcake company that we run here out of the house that we live in, and that's why we are Marketing Media and Cupcakes. We've got Monica Guidry coming back. She's a good friend of ours, and she's an author. She has on her own podcast, and we want to talk about positive affirmation, and this is something, and I won't take a long period of time on this, but I worked for 20 years back home with a great organization that was super, and they just did nothing but encourage me. After that, I worked at a couple other organizations. They weren't all horrible, but there were some things that were difficult about a few of them. We would often say in the meetings, the beatings will continue until morale improves.
Yes.
So affirmation and being told that you're good at what you do and that you're going to succeed is so important. So Monica's going to talk about that with us today.
You can be affirmed in a non-positive way as well. So we're going to talk about that too.
It can destroy a life. And so, and of course, it can also destroy your business. So we're going to talk about that with Monica, along with some other great things. Again, if you want to find us, we are on Facebook and Instagram, and we are going to get into this discussion right now. Monica Guidry is with me today, and we've had her on a few weeks ago. And Monica you've authored a book. What's the name of the book about affirmation?
So it's called I Am Hope-Filled, Passion,
Nice.
Purpose. Because
So, I mean, I know we're kind of skirting the edge of spiritual and business and entrepreneurship and all that. But you know what, doggone it, and we've said this many times, on this podcast, we are people of faith, and we do believe that faith does play a part. Even if, I'm not going to get specific into what your faith or your religion is, but I do think faith plays a role in your success. I believe it's a principle just like gravity.
Yeah, don't make me sing George Michael. 'Cause I gotta have faith. I gotta have faith.
Now I got to get a license for this show.
shoot.
No.
He's already
we only
gone.
sang 3
He's gone.
seconds of it, so we're good.
So
And
Monica,
not well either, so we're good.
I just laid that down there. Are you going to pick that up, Monica? You can't sit around and be Eeyore and be an entrepreneur, can you?
I don't think you can. No, and not if you want to be successful, you can't.
You're right.
This is true.
You can be an entrepreneur, but if you're going to be negative, that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be successful, or at least have the success that you can have.
So how does hopefulness in your mind as a business owner, an entrepreneur, how does that play in your mind?
Well, I believe hope is inside of all of us. And the reason why I feel that, and I like that you kind of put a disclaimer out there that you are people of faith, because I am too. And there's a scripture that says that Christ in us is the hope of glory. That means that we have hope inside of us because Christ is in us. And he's in all of us. If you're born again believer, he's in all of us. And so I feel like, if you ever are lacking hope or you're ever searching hope, look inside. It's there.
And see, for me, I'm just gonna be real. That is a stretch for me.
Mm-hmm.
It is a huge stretch for me. And affirmation, positive affirmation, is a stretch for me.
Okay.
Because again, as Julia Roberts said in Pretty Woman, it's easier to believe the bad stuff. So
that is true.
1,000%. It's just simpler to go, you've never been good at this. You can't do this. I refer to it now as my self-fulfilling prophecy,
Mm-hmm.
because I have said, because I was told on 3 different performance reviews consecutively in a row in the late 90s that I could not spell. I can't sometimes spell the simplest word because all I can hear over and over again is, you can't spell. You can't spell.
Oh, yeah.
Hit spell check. You can't spell. Hit spell check. You can't spell. And I'm now, we're talking, this is almost 20 years ago. I would love to learn the positive part of this, the ability, because again, it goes back to, I can say something a million times because I'm a really good liar, but because I don't believe it. I can make you believe it. I can make you believe that you look really good in that 2 sizes too small dress that's the wrong color for you. I make you believe it, but I can't believe it.
Right.
So
I hear you.
Talk to us about that.
So the thing about it is reprogramming. You know, when you believe something for so long, you literally have to reprogram. It's almost like taking the plug out of the wall and rebooting. Like you literally have to, or do a factory reset, because you weren't born like that. What happened was there were a series of events that happened in your life, and I think we talked about this before, that created this this negative, if for lack of a better expression, views on certain things. And I'm sure it's not like that for everything, but it's probably some things that you have a long track record in seeing the negative. So you have to factory reset and then start feeding yourself the positive, the affirmations. And so what I have people do is, it's a series of affirmations that I have you say every day, over and over and over and over and over again, until you believe it. Because when you think it and you speak it, then you believe it, and then you become it.
Okay.
So practically speaking, you're saying, do I have cards posted on my mirror in the morning? What are some of the practical places or things that you've seen or you've done yourself?
I've absolutely done that before, starting back to high school. Let me tell you about high school. So freshman year, I was like I'm just going to say, for lack of a better expression, middle school, I was kind of like an ugly duckling. Like, it was one of
we all know.
I had to convince myself and talk to myself and affirm myself every morning in 9th grade. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. I would literally look myself in the mirror before I left out for school to catch the bus and say, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. So that I could go into my high school with my head up high, even though I may not have believed it, but that I went in there high so that I would not have insecurities. And I really believe that because of that, I didn't succumb to a lot of things that most girls do because they're insecure. So I started back then, and when I became an adult, I started doing the same thing, just posting up Post-it notes, or on my mirror, or now there's Pinterest, so I have like a whole Pinterest board dedicated to affirmations. And hey, I even wrote a book about it. So I really believe in this stuff. I don't just say it. I mean, I really believe it.
Well, I know it's a struggle, even for myself. I forget what it was even today. I looked at something and I saw a group of people I knew, and they had done a video. And my first reaction was, well, why didn't you call me? You don't like me, do you? I really suck. I should just go ahead and stop working on my, my business. And I'm like, what are you doing? It's like, I'm glad that they got the video. I don't have time to do your video. I'm pretty busy right now. But it's like that initial, I'm not good enough. So, somebody's listening right now and they say, okay, John, I thought this was a small business podcast, but here's the simple fact. If you don't believe in yourself, your business is going nowhere.
None.
Yeah. And if you don't believe in your business and what you're trying to do, whatever the end game is, it's going to go nowhere.
For whatever reason, I always end up with very young millennial and younger, video people who come up, and I take them to lunch, and I try to, I encourage them. There's a lot of business out there. And they're like, well, I don't have the college degree. Well, I don't have this and that. Who cares? Do you love doing this? I sat with a guy, and he's like, I love cars. And, and he's had some really great shots of cars. And I'm like, well, this is obviously your thing.
Yeah.
So if I'm a car dealership, I want to hire you because this is your thing. I don't want some other ding dong who doesn't know anything about cars shooting my video.
Right.
So that just instantly, but it's like it was almost like I had to like come with me now and let me show you. This is your gift. I don't have it, and I don't want it. You need to run with this. But he couldn't quite do it because he was so beat up. I don't know what had happened. So it's like. So I want to encourage those of you listening right now, and you're starting your business or you've had a bad year with COVID, which a lot of people have, and you're thinking, I don't have this and I don't have that, and I've been divorced or something's happened. I don't want to minimize it, but you can get over this hump, and your dream is still there.
I love it.
So
yeah.
And now I'm going to let Monica talk because she's the guest here. So Monica, tell me about how that all ties into affirmation. What would you say to somebody right now saying, just put it on cruise control?
So this is what I would say. First of all, if you have a family and you're not generating any income, sure, yes, go get a job in the meantime. But do not lay your dream aside. Don't let your dream die. Don't let your passion die. Keep it alive while you're working on your break. Work your dream. Like when you're on your lunch, work your dream. If you have to go to work, continue to find a way to work your dream. Don't let it fizzle out. Whatever you do,
don't hide it.
Don't
put it inside.
Don't keep it inside.
Don't keep it inside.
And, don't learn how to hide your feelings.
Don't lose hope. And that's back to this whole affirmation thing. If you're believing for certain things about your business, I think, John, you might have said it off air, just put you some Post-it notes up about what it is you're wanting to accomplish. Mm-hmm. Write that out because Habakkuk tells us to write the vision and make it plain. And though it may take a while, it's gonna happen. So write your vision out somewhere and post it where you can see it and say it out loud over and over and over again. And I guarantee you that dream, that whatever you've written is going to come to fruition. It's going to happen.
It's like, and it's like the difference between real money and counterfeit money. I know I get LinkedIn and I have things that pop up on LinkedIn. Hey, there's a, media position available at a big company. And I see it and I go, ooh, there's big money there. And then it only takes a couple seconds for me to go back and say, no, this is my vision. This is what I have. And that, even though it could be more money and more, better resume or whatever it is, I still know I will not be happy because that's not the vision I'm supposed to have with my company.
Yeah. And I keep reminding him of all the things that he's able to do that, not so much that I can't, but that I can't, having a quote unquote regular job that he has that I say it's priceless. It's absolutely priceless.
You can't put a price on it.
Well, the stuff he's been able to do with his parents, the things he can do for his kids. There are countless things because I wasn't a single parent. I'm sorry, I can't attend that thing. I'm sorry, I can't be at that thing. And both of them who are in their 20s, they're like, we understand. Yeah. I'm like, I know you get it, but that doesn't make it any easier for me as a mom to know that I wasn't there. So, he has that opportunity.
Sure. But this is the one thing that I love about that though, Angel, is that your kids are telling you that you actually were there. You gave them you gave them the ability to do the things that they love to do, or to hang out with their friends, or to have a little pocket change because you were working. So although you were working and you missed some things, they recognize that the main and important thing they got, So, wow.
So Monica, we talked about Post-it stickers and different things. Yeah. Tell me about the importance, and I'm going to say this with just a great deal of caution, but the importance for spouses and business partners to be positive. Tell me and our audience a little bit what your thoughts are about speaking affirmation, especially, and maybe it's also speaking affirmation to your employees or your part-time folks or whatever too, that makes a difference.
Sure. Well, the first thing that I want to say is 2 thoughts cannot occupy your mind at the same time. I found that out a long time ago. So whatever you think and you ponder on usually becomes your reality. So instead of, yes, you're not wanting to be fake. you recognize that there are a lot of things that may be going on that is not the best of situations, but you can think of that. You can change that thought into a positive, what you do want to see. So so what the affirmations is, say you said that you were down 40% or whatever. The positive is, I will be up 10%. Yeah. You just take whatever that negative thing is and flip it to a positive. So you're recognizing that there is an issue or a situation, and you flip it over to make it a nice little rounded pancake with syrup and butter on top of it. And make it a good thing. Make it a good thing.
Well, a good friend of mine, I don't know if it's a friend, but basically a guy I know, and he would always say, when somebody would tell him, I'm going through a tough time right now, he says, that's the key word, you're going through it. You're not going through that time. So, and again, 2020 is such a tough year. I get it, but you know what? It's just keep writing it out. So, Monica, tell me a little bit about you. You're a lifestyle strategist. Tell us about how people can get in touch with you. You've got a really cool ebook that you've got designed and so forth. So just kind of give us the lowdown on all that.
So the ebook that I have is Purpose and Passion. It's how to use your fuel to fuel your passion to pursue your dreams. Anybody that wants to get in contact with me can get in contact with me at monicacguidry.com. I'm on all social media platforms as Monica C. Guidry. I love talking to people. So if you aren't sure if you want to utilize my services yet, we can do a 15-minute free discovery call. You can just schedule that on, like I said, my website, and we'll just kind of, use that 15 minutes to uncover some of the things that you desire to do. Or if you're wanting to get unstuck, let's uncover, okay, what might be the core issue of what's keeping you there. So yeah, that's how you can get in contact with me.
We'll have all that in the show notes too.
Yeah, guaranteed if you spend any amount of time with Monica on any of this, you will be reaffirmed that you've got a purpose in life. Monica, again, just knocking out of the ballpark, and I can't say enough in my own life how important having a positive, just a positive outlook on your business and a positive outlook on just your future in general. Because listen, if you are a boss, if you're running a business, if you're an entrepreneur, and you are constantly worried you're going to hit the iceberg, nobody's going to want to work for you, man. I can't say that enough. Everybody wants to work with a leader who is upbeat and positive. And you can read that into politics all you want, what I'm saying right now, but I believe it's true. When somebody is positive and says, we're going to get here and we're going to make it, I do think that is a stronger position than saying we're all going to die.
Like I said, I mean, I opened up with her that it's sometimes it's easier to believe the bad stuff.
Oh, that's so true.
And it's, when you have those negative, quote unquote, affirmations running through your head, how do you deprogram? And so I think some of the things that she talked about will definitely be something that I use in not only in my personal, but again, a part we didn't even get into, about why I am not doing baking and whatever full time, because I was affirmed at a young age that wasn't something I was able to do. So again, it's figuring out those things and reprogramming into the positive.
Unplugging and rebooting, like she said. And you know what? That's so true. So I hope that was an encouragement to you today with your business. If you have comments, questions, john@ondomedia.com, links in the show notes. You can also find out more about my media production company as well as Angel's Custom Cupcake Company, Angel's Custom Cupcakes. And until we talk to you next time, keep living the dream.
Connect with John and Angel via Facebook and Instagram and let us know your thoughts. Marketing, Media, and Cupcakes is a production of Ondo Media.